Did you have you paid attention to the EDP 445 thing or whatever? The
I
YouTuber?
just learned who that guy was
Oh
yesterday.
man, dude. I mean,
Who
because
was that guy?
I saw so many memes of it, right? And I mean, I saw a lot of memes of the guy. Like the guy was like this over the top, like like I'm not a bitch type of thing, and like just all kinds of stuff, going after women, trying to pick up women type of stuff. Like he was just like, gung ho, tell you how it is type of thing. He had like 2 million followers, okay? And he basically got exposed for being a pedophile.
Right. Okay.
So they and the person who did it, I guess he's kind of been controversial because he kind of rides the line of being a little too far with stuff, but he pretended to be a 13-year-old girl on Instagram, and they were messaging back. And I watched, Moist Critical. Okay, so he's a big YouTuber that I watch, and a streamer as well. And so he kind of went through. It was like a 30-minute video, and he was like, this guy needs to go to jail. And it was going through the messages, and there's so many messages where like he's talking to this person that he thinks is a 13-year-old girl, and it's getting very sexual, and it's just all this stuff, and then pictures, he starts sending pictures, and just that dude's definitely a pedo, man. And it's been really weird. And then when they confront him about it, he just tries to play dumb and play like it's not a big deal, but like he knows he's kind of screwed, Like it was really like hard to watch him like what's going through this dude's head,
Oh,
But yeah, a lot of people are saying he needs to go to jail because like how long has he been doing this? Like what's been going on behind the scenes?
is that the guy who was like, oh, I was just going to get a cupcake?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, that was cringe. That was really cringe. Oh man.
Yeah, the messages are bad, dude.
I don't know what the messages were. Could he like send like nudes kind of thing, or?
Oh yeah, at one point he does. But and like there's times where he's messaging and like you could tell that he knows that he's doing something wrong, and he kind of tries to like go back on it, But then he like goes back to like it went from like 0 to 100 really quick. Yeah.
I just feel so bad for those people. I don't get it. Like what goes through their head to where like they know that's such a forbidden and like frowned upon thing to do, especially with a platform like that. Like
that's the thing. It's like, well, what make at the size that he was, 2 million people, 2 million. I think he was at like 2,150 or no, 2,150,000 followers on YouTube. That's a lot of subscribers, dude.
Yeah, at least let that hold you accountable for like not doing that. Like, oh god, that's just.
It just makes you. It's scary. It's scary to think who else is getting away with stuff like this.
Yeah. In a way, you're right. It's weird. Like I never really thought about the concept of like pedophilia until I think I was like I said, I was very sheltered. So like I had a very innocent brain up until 17.
I get what you mean. Like you didn't know that there was people who just something's wrong. Like they just
Yeah.
I
thought it was like people who just like when they say like watch out for like strangers and shit. I thought it was like people that'll like kidnap you and kill you, not like do other stuff with you like that, or
yeah.
like I had no idea the length of what true stranger danger like really meant as like a kid, and like God, the stereotype of like priests and stuff. Like I was around so many priests around and privately and stuff.
Did you watch Spotlight?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie messed with my head, dude, because I was like, man, because I always knew that stereotype came from somewhere, but I didn't know that it was. I mean, my mom was like, yeah, I remember when that was in the news. Like they exposed the whole thing. Like the Catholic Church is full of people like that, and it's just like, damn, man. It's scary.
It's truly one of the scariest things, especially like
But everybody was just hush hush about it because it's like a sacred thing, you know?
Yeah, and like it changed the way I looked at priests and just religious in general. Because like I remember I used to altar serve so much, like like twice a week, every week when I was like in elementary school. It's like the ages of like 10 to like up until I was a senior in high school. Uh, and there was many times where like you're changing clothes into the altar server gowns, and like you have to do it. Like there's no place to do it. You just kind of do it on the spot, and you just kind of assume like that's like the right place to do it. And it's like I now that I'm looking back on that, and it's like there's a number of things where it's like I don't
Some red
remember anything
flags.
weird happening. Yeah, but it's like oh my god, like that could have easily happened, and like that's very like I can't imagine the amount of people that had similar environments like that, or similar like who regularly
Yeah.
altar served and were
So
unknowingly exposed.
I don't want to get too much into it because I hate talking about this stuff because it's super
Yeah, of course.
controversial. But I'm scared that they're trying to normalize it, like it's just a thing. If that makes
Like
sense.
sexuality.
Yeah, exactly.
That.
And that scares me. I don't think it will, but the possibility alone scares me that like they might try to protect people who do that and be like it's not their fault, you know. Because don't get me wrong, if that's just how their brain is wired and, something usually it seems like these people had some kind of thing happen to them when they were younger and that messed with their head. So I'm just worried that it would become I'm not saying okay, but it would be more accepted and then people would get off the hook for stuff like this.
That is like
Because I mean, you got to think about it. Like if something like that happened to little man, like I would want to kill that person, man. Like it's just,
of course.
and you hear about that all the time, like the parent finding out and then killing the person.
Yeah.
It's awful, man. Let's talk about something more happy.
Yeah,
It's going really dark, dude. Bro. But I was just saying the whole the EDP thing. Like I was just like, bro, like everybody on YouTube is talking about it. So I was curious if you heard about it because I was like, damn, man, this is really messed up.